What's up, everybody? This is your girl T, and this is Don't Misunderstand Philly. Today we have on, first up the bat, let them know who you are.
My name is Authenic.
Authentic, what part of Philly are you from?
Primarily West Philadelphia, mostly throughout my younger years in now, but I've been bouncing back and forth between West and Southwest, and I really get around all over, but I'm from West.
Okay, so what was it like as a youth growing up in West Philly?
I mean, it was the usual, pretty much. I mean, the stereotypical lifestyle, you know, mom in and out, dad in and out, raised by the grandparents, some good days, some bad days, you know, but mainly in and out of jail.
Mainly in and out of jail.
Mainly in and out of trouble.
Okay, well listen, for those that aren't familiar with you and familiar with Philadelphia, what were some of the key factors that made you go back and forth out of the system as a youth?
I mean, mostly it was a trial and error type of thing. I mean, trying to find your way young without parents and just experimenting out with society really much. Is that people like to say peer pressure. I don't like to say that. I like to say, you know, you're just trying to find your way. You seeing what the good is, what the bad is, seeing what's fun, seeing what ain't fun, and them handcuffs ain't fun.
Listen, I know that's a fact, but as not having a strong foundation, you said something very important that I want to touch on. You said mom in and out, dad in and out. How important is it for youth to have a strong foundation in the household?
It's very important. It's very important for the people who gave birth to you to be there. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot just to be a mother and a father, not just to be a parent who gives birth to a child. So that's very important. Like you have to be there to raise and groom and develop a child. You can't just lay down and, you know, do the thing and then give birth to a child and then say, okay, it's on to the next thing, because us being put into this world, we don't have no understanding, no sense of direction by anything. So we get with the wrong people, and then the results could be either or.
And that's a fact. As a young man, because it's a lot of our young men out here that are growing up without their father. And now that you're a grown man, how important was that? Now that you're grown, what was the missing factor what was the missing factor? What I want to get out. What was the missing factor of not having a father in your life during those formative years?
I mean, the missing factor was not being shown what a man is supposed to be. That's a very important missing factor, especially for those who have sons or children in itself. For that parent not to be there to show them from their experiences of how to be, what to do and not to do. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's just tough. That
I can imagine.
It's very tough. So at the age of 12, like being in and out of jail, literally at the age of 12 to the age of 35, you know, in and out of jail your whole life, that's just crazy.
Okay, and listen, and seeing as though that father figure wasn't there, who did you turn to when you wanted to ask advice or was going through something? Who did you turn to?
The streets. And one of the biggest things is you rebel. When inside, when you don't have that, or you can't show, dad, I don't have my father, then you just rebel and you do what you want. But then on the flip side of that, what a lot of our society does is, because they don't have that mother and that father figure there, they choose to do what they want, and then they use that as a cop-out.
You said something. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They say I'm this way because for the lack thereof